We love you, Michael Carlos from the current Euro.
All right. We're live now, Mike.
Very nice.
Chat's already ready to
In
go.
the studio, baby.
Talking about the Spurs. Game 5. Must win game 5.
Oh, you are being dramatic.
No, it must win. Are you going to be there?
I'll be there tonight.
Oh,
You know what? So this was the thing, man. I've been to a Spurs game every year of my life since I turned 5. And I haven't been at the Frost Bank Center all year long, but I've been to 3 games. I went to a game in Houston, a game in Dallas, and I saw the Spurs win in Miami.
Oh, better.
So, back in the house.
there we go. You're back in the saddle again.
Back in the saddle. Good morning, Sam, JB Bettis, Pete Aguilar in the house.
Isn't that a song, Mike? Back in the saddle.
That is true.
Yeah,
So we have our
karaoke?
so we have our chat on the right hand side here, and
Okay.
we address it. So it helps guide the show.
Oh, badass. All right, there we go.
Very nice.
Oh, hold on. We gotta make these sounds. They're hearing. I'm going to get some.
Yeah.
And let's see here on the back.
How's the
end.
sound? How's the sound now, fella? Sam, reach out to us, man. How's it sounding now?
There. Now it should sound better.
Perfect.
All right.
All right,
Alex
all right.
Noriega's in the house. Him and Jen got back home already.
Says we need audio from Mike. What's going on with that?
No audio from Mike.
Or
Mike
it
should
says
have.
we need audio. This is there we go. Better. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
I think Fake Killer's just being nasty the other day.
No, we sometimes with the audio interface, I have to switch it.
All right, 2 out.
Area 210, where the dreams don't fade. From the river walk nights to the Alamo shade. We rise together through the highs and the lows. Area 210, oh, it's the life that we chose.
We're rising together on a game day Tuesday for the San Antonio Spurs. Tonight, a pivotal game 5 between the Spurs and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Tip off at 7 o'clock. Spurs favored by 10.5 points. If you don't have Peacock to watch it, ask Joe. He'll give you the user ID and passcode.
No, man. If you can't afford Peacock, you're part of the poors, bro. I mean, that's like $8.99 a month.
Come on, make it happen.
But what do they say? I'm gonna have to go to the bar. It's gonna cost your bill's gonna be more than $8.99.
Exactly. My name is Mike Jimenez. That's Joe Garcia. This is Downtown Eddie.
Yo.
You know him. You love him on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok.
Not so
Very
much Facebook.
nice. Not so much on
Not so
Facebook.
much
That's for the old people.
That's for the old guys. Yeah.
That's what I call Instagram these days. I'm
Insta,
turning
man.
50
Yeah.
next year.
Because you're unk status
It's all the
now,
same.
man.
It's all, you know how everyone calls sodas Cokes, right? It doesn't
Right.
matter if it's a Dr. Pepper, it's a Sprite. Everything's Facebook to me.
It's meta now.
Okay, there you go. My name is Mike Jimenez. Joe Garcia producing today's show, also co-host extraordinaire. We're talking about tonight's game. Joe getting very dramatic, calling it a
It is.
must-win
It's a
situation
game
for the
5.
Spurs. Game 5 at the Frost Bank Center. By far the biggest game of the year for the Spurs. Wemby's going to come back from the three-quarter suspension, if you will, the three-quarter ejection after the generational elbow that he threw in Game 4. The question tonight is, will De'Aaron Fox suit up for the silver and black? Because De'Aaron Fox is a game-time decision with an ankle injury. If you remember, one of the players from the Timberwolves rolled up on his ankle. That was more dangerous than what the elbow that Wemby threw.
That should have been called a flagrant. Come on.
You know what? It kind of was. And you know what it was? Jaden McDaniels does that. He's known as a dirty player downtown Eddie. He
Yeah.
kind of is, right?
Yeah.
Not as bad as Draymond Green or even Grayson Allen, right? Dylan Brooks, that type of player. But you saw his reaction when he rolled up on that. He knew exactly
That was straight at his ankle.
what he was doing.
That was straight at his ankle.
And it's one of those things where you look at it and, you know, the referees look the other way. It's just a loose ball. But those are the most dangerous plays that you'll ever see when it comes to basketball, is that loose ball. And when they're haphazardly just throwing their bodies out onto the floor, say that they're going for the ball when they have no chance of ever getting to it. De'Aaron Fox, a game-time decision, which means tonight might be the Dylan Harper game. If De'Aaron Fox is out, you have to assume that the starting point guard would be Dylan Harper. And I know there are a lot of Spurs fans out there who might be looking at tonight's game thinking to themselves, no De'Aaron Fox? Good.
I feel like y'all are some of those fans.
Why? Why no De'Aaron Fox?
Because, I mean, if he's out with that ankle injury, Dylan Harper would then become the starter more than likely. And Dylan Harper, we proclaimed this yesterday, is the second best Spur on the roster and will be for the next decade.
What if Castle goes off? You gonna pick him back up from the fire station?
Hey, Castle's due, isn't he?
Well, you dropped him off, Mike.
Castle's due. Hey, you know what? We talk about the 2+1+1 corollary that part of the interruption on ESPN said a long time ago. 2 games, if you want to win a 4-game series, 4 out of 7 game series, 2 need to be won by your star, 1 needs to be won by your second best player, and 1 needs to be won by the bench. The Spurs have had one won by the bench, and they've had one won by Wemby when he went 39, 15, and 5. So we need a game from Castle. So
you know what?
So if he goes off, you know what? Good. It's about damn time.
I got an important thing to ask you right here, Mike. What jersey are you wearing to tonight's game?
I have to wear the Wemby jersey tonight.
With or without the undershirt?
With the undershirt, because you're absolutely ghetto if you are older than the age of 30 and you're wearing a jersey without an undershirt. A Downtown Eddie,
31.
our
baby.
guest. You're
Undershirt?
wearing a white undershirt.
Yeah, but I go no undershirt most of the time.
See.
Just because I
No one
still
wants
got
to
these guns, bro.
You got the guns,
Dude,
Mike.
guns or not, no one wants to see your pit hair.
Come on.
Okay,
man. Come on.
no one wants to see any of that.
If you're gonna wear the jersey without no undershirt, they might see some side boob action, man.
That's exactly it, man. And being in San Antonio, that's what it is. People are asking the question, Jimenez, how'd you lose 25 pounds? It's easy. Just leave San Antonio, man, because the food here
Mike, come
just
on.
get you. As I inhaled 2 potato neck tacos before the show started,
yeah.
right? Because when in Rome, you do as the Romans
No, he
do.
called me and he told me. Well, I said, "What do you want? Give me potato and egg with cheese,
with cheese.
con queso." I'm like, "No, mom, it's Mike."
Hey, baby, you know
But
what?
you know what you're gonna do?
That's my lunch.
You're gonna go to the arena and you're gonna wear a Castle jersey underneath your other jersey. So when Castle has a good game, you're gonna take the jersey off.
No, I want Castle to have a good game. I don't hate Castle.
You don't.
What I don't like about Castle these days is I feel he's regressed the last 2 or 3 months. And the reason why is because he's been playing diva basketball and he's been trying to bait officials into making calls thinking that he's a superstar. But here's the thing. Castle's not a superstar. Castle is just an above average player in the eyes of other officials, right?
Right.
He's not going to get the SGA call, not going to get the LeBron call, not going to get the Luka Doncic call. Why? Because he's not one of those guys yet. Maybe he will be an all-star one day, but he isn't now. And he does that stupid up and under move on the arm, trying to draw fouls. And guess what? He gets called for the offensive foul because they know what he's doing. Castle's due for a good game today. And you know what? I would welcome that. I'm a Spurs fan. I want Castle to go off today. But the thing is, man, you are a Spurs fan. You're a super fan of the Spurs.
That's right.
Am I off base in saying that Dylan Harper's the second best player on this team?
Man, I mean, he's not there yet. I mean, he will be in the future, man. This boy is cold, but absolutely not. I mean, I heard you guys yesterday talking about just put Castle or just put Harper in instead of Fox, man. Like, he's not ready for that yet. We need him coming off the bench. He's great at what he's doing, coming off the bench, giving us that spark and hitting some big shots for a freaking rookie. That's crazy. But man, we can't just insert him there. We still need Fox out there. We still need him.
What
He's
about
inconsistent.
Champagne though? Champagne, if he ain't hitting threes, bro, he's a liability.
He's grabbing huge offensive boards. That's he's out there
We
playing
need point
defense as
production
well
though
too.
from him though.
Sure,
man.
but I mean he's gonna go off, man. Danny Green back in the day, he was pretty inconsistent throughout the playoffs too, but he be hitting
Oh
some
man,
big
Danny
threes.
Green late in his career when he couldn't hit his threes no more. What was his name, Mike? Gone.
Gone. So here's the thing about it, man. We welcome you onto the show, but it's so difficult to have a guest come on and be so wrong so early into the
Come
show.
on, man.
Jesus.
That's what I was gonna say from the jump, bro. I was listening to y'all's episode yesterday, and just hearing y'all, you would think that we were down 0-2, bro. Y'all were so freaking pessimistic. I was like, what the hell is going on, bro?
That's
y'all,
every day.
y'all, yeah, I know.
Every
I was
day.
like, bro,
Every day.
come on, man. We're doing great right now. I feel like we're playing with house money. I feel like we shouldn't even be doing this well right now. If you told me that we were in this position from the beginning of the season, I'd be like, hell yeah, I have a chance to get to the conference
They
finals.
exceeded expectations.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
Gotta move
bro.
the goalpost, though, man. That's the
Of
thing.
course, of course,
Because when you
you
saw how
do.
good his team was. Now, I disagree with you when it comes to the whole Harper's not ready for it. Harper won a national championship for UConn back in the day, just last year, you know? And it's one of those things where Harper was made for the big time. His dad's a 5-time NBA champion who played with Kobe, who played with Michael Jordan. He was born for this moment. He's not afraid of this moment. He was literally born for this. And what I like about Harper, as opposed to Fox and Castle. And I love all three. All right, they are silver and black. They're the Spurs. I love the Spurs. But what I love about Harper is that he doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, for sure.
If you look at it, averages less than 2 fouls per game in the playoffs right now. If you look at it, averages only 1 turnover per game, whereas we're seeing Castle get a little bit sloppy. He fouled out of a playoff game. He had a couple of games where he had 5 fouls. He is known for having those 4, 5, and 6 turnover games. Harper is just that consistent player, and part of being a great player is not what you do, it's what you don't do. And what he's not doing is not turning the ball over.
Sure, but he's coming off the bench, though. You're not putting all that pressure on him from the very beginning to be our starting point guard and to run the offense the whole game. He's coming in and providing the spark, and he's doing well for what he's doing. But I don't think you can just throw a rookie in the playoffs against an experienced Minnesota Timberwolves team and then just expect him to continue what he's doing right now.
I was going to ask you a question, Eddie. So we had this discussion yesterday during the show, and with Champagny not having a good series, and basically that's what it is. The Wolves have, done a good job of keeping him out of the 3-point line, right? Making his threes and whatnot. But we were saying, does Mitch need to go ahead and make a change to tonight's starting lineup? Because it's a pivotal game 5. Should he insert maybe Dylan Harper or slide down Castle to get Champagny's position? What do you think he needs to do? Should he just run it back again, or what?
I think the adjustments after game 1 were great, bro. Like, we just got to continue doing what we were doing. Game 1 was tough, but we had a chance to win it at the very end.
Now,
game 2 blew them out. Game 3 was a great game, and then last game they literally needed Wemby to get ejected and Ant to blow up to beat us in game 4. I feel like we should be up 3-1 right now. I mean, I think maybe most people do.
I agree with that.
But I think what we're doing is working. It's just a few, we lost the first game. We'll chalk that up. But then, last game, I mean, Wemby got ejected. What are we going to do? And
Spurs were up 8 in the fourth quarter, though. I need the chancla thrown on me, by the way, because Severius brought up something that I confused 2 players. Throw the chancla at me. Castle was the one who won at UConn. Rutgers is where where Dylan Harper went. He played with Ace Bailey and all that stuff. Losing record, by the way. 2 top 5 players in the draft with a losing team. So my bad. If you want to throw the chancla at me, Joe, you can, because you know what? That's an unforgivable sin. Thank you so much for that, Tavarius. Here's the thing, man. I know you're saying Harper can't be thrown into the mix, and 100% would agree with you 99.9999999% of the time when it comes to most rookies, right? Because if you look at the class of rookies right now, even VJ Edgecombe, when he played for the Sixers in the playoffs, struggled from time to time. Cooper Flagg didn't make the playoffs. You see all these players who were drafted high. Konka Nipple made it into the playoffs with Charlotte, was the best 3-point shooter in the NBA this year, couldn't make one in the playoffs to save his life. I agree. 99.
They lost in the play-in. Are you going to throw another chocolate at him?
Hey, well, he got to the end of the postseason somehow, some way.
Play-in, right? Yeah, they lost in the play-in.
Yes, they had the 14th
Sean
spot.
Is in studio.
So,
See, they didn't
the 14th spot in the
They're in
draft.
studio. Say hi, Sean.
So here's the thing. I look at these rookies as they are rookies. They need time to marinate. They need time to mature. They need time to get better, right? And learn from mistakes and be mentored and things like that. The great thing about Harper is that he was already seasoned and matured coming in, and I think that's because of the upbringing he had. Having his mom be his coach, his mom who played college ball, his dad who played NBA ball, and his brother also an NBA player. I think that makes it a little bit different. He has a different background than the other players who just played AAU, then went to play college, high school, and all that stuff. I just think it's a different makeup. He's ready for this moment, and he is showing it time and time and time again. I think a lot of Spurs fans believe that Harper's just going to be the next Manu and be the 6th man of the year.
Yeah,
and you can't do that because he's too good of a player.
I agree. Yeah, no, you can't have him be a 6th man his whole career. Absolutely not. But I think he's good in his position right now.
These comments cracking me up. Look at what they said.
We're doing a show over here, Joe. I mean, we're doing a show over here, Joe. We can't have 2 shows going at one time.
It's funny, dude. It's
I
funny.
can't even read the comments, but that's I can't even read the comments, so I can't follow along
Why you're not? Is it
because
not-
I'm talking over here and the comments are over here. That's
you got to
why.
look left and right at the same time. That's what it's like
I don't want to
producing.
keep my head. It's not
It's
tennis.
like producing, baby.
It's
Come
not
on,
tennis. I'm
Get
not
it
doing
together.
this. I'm not doing
get it
this.
together.
Okay, so here's the back of my head, and I'll talk to you this way.
Yeah, you don't gotta make awkward eye contact with me the whole time.
It's like awkward eye contact when you're driving down Military and you see the
Dude.
tortas twerking on the side, bro. You're like, you don't want to look, but then your brother
Dude,
catches
I
you.
ain't
man.
driving any part of town where tortas are twerking. By the way,
Puro south side, Mike. Come on.
man. Okay, so here's the thing: Spurs win tonight. Do I go honking?
Hell yeah.
Is that but I'm honking downtown.
Are you
right?
gonna do ethical honking? You're gonna be all puro raza.
Well,
honking?
I mean, I'm not going to get out of the car and start punching people. Hey, what did you think about that? The videos of the guys on Southwest Military Drive getting into it with cops, women fighting other women, women fighting men, men running away from women.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's cool. As long as we don't go too far. I know, it's getting kind of crazy. But people are like, it wasn't like this in the past. But something that you have to consider is there wasn't as much social media in the past. So maybe it was. You just didn't know about
I
it.
blame the Edgars, bro. It's the rise of the Edgar.
Yeah, it is,
I
man.
mean, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. They ruin everything.
We've asked this question before. Hasn't Edgar ever graduated college?
Not that I know of.
I mean, you don't see the no.
Right.
Mom, I did it with an Edgar cut. It doesn't happen.
Oh,
So that's the thing, man. So let's introduce Downtown Eddie because you know me, love him from TikTok, from Instagram, merch. Just talk about San Antonio and different things around town that people should be aware of that maybe they don't know about.
Yeah.
Right? So how'd you get into all this?
Yeah. Man, I don't even know. I just started posting videos a little over 8 months ago and kind of just grown fast from there. So it's been fun. It's turned into a lot, opened up some opportunities. Come on a podcast like this, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, no, man, I just post stuff around the Pearl, things to do, good places to eat, grab drinks, places to grab.
I'm from the east side, originally Big Louis Hill. And then my mom
Lives on the north central side off of Thousand Oaks. So I'm kind of all over the place. I got friends all over the place too. So I'll come out to the far west side. I was just over here the other day as well too. Off of
Puro Exit
Alamo
7?
Ranch. Yeah, exactly.
We're over here right now, Puro Exit 7, but Alamo Ranch is out there by where Mike and Sean and all them live at.
Yeah.
Or Mike used to have your house.
You can follow him as at Downtown Eddie, sometimes with 2 E's, sometimes with just one. But if you look it up as Downtown Eddie,
You're gonna find it. You're gonna find his stuff on social
media. Here's the thing about it all. The Pearl area, I love. It's great.
Yep.
But I remember at the time people were talking about like gentrification and
Right.
and I'm thinking to myself, you know what?
You did step on the cable.
Sometimes gentrification is a good thing, man. Sometimes it's a good thing, man.
Yeah.
Because the Fox Motel was what was there. A hooker hotel was there.
That was before my time, I think.
It was right around the corner right there, right around where KSAT 12 was back in the day. So it's funny because I look at it, I think to myself, you know what? The revitalization of some of those areas over there kind of it does kick some people to the curb. I know the new Spurs arena will as well.
Yeah.
But tell me what you think about the Spurs new arena being built where the Institute of Texan Cultures used to be.
Yeah, man, I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be great for the city. I think, especially right now, man, this momentum that we have, it just feels like the energy just feels crazy in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Like the momentum carried over from Fiesta into the Spurs playoffs, and then just like these wins that we've been piling up. Imagine if the stadium was downtown right now. Like that would be like the energy downtown would just be so badass. And like from an economic perspective, you're just seeing if you're on social media at all, you're seeing all these small businesses just coming up with new merch and having little stores blowing up and just people. The Spurs help the local economy, and you could tell it. A lot of people that were talking shit about Project Marvel, talking mess about Project Marvel. We're like, do y'all really think this is going to have an economic impact on the city?
Absolutely.
Just look at what's going on right now. It's not even downtown yet. Imagine when it is downtown. There's an entertainment district. There's local restaurants. I think an article came out recently that that they're really trying to get local people
Come back.
in that area. So
Yeah.
you know, imagine whenever that happens, and then just picture what's going on this
You
year.
know,
Well,
I was going to
look at
tell
those-
Eddie something too. Back in COVID era, the COVID era, that's when we saw a dip downtown, right?
Right.
And all these businesses, small businesses, mom and pop shops, all up and down downtown. That, you know, small business owners that have restaurants and bars and all that, they never really recovered, right?
Right.
Even
Mhm.
today, when everybody's gone back downtown again, it's never been the same. So putting that Project Marvel there with, you know, this nice entertainment district, and now there's things to do before the game. There's things
Mhm.
to do after the game.
Exactly.
You have a really nice arena there. You also have a spot where you can hold concerts. This bodes well for the downtown area because
if it happens.
if it happens, you want people to come back downtown. You have to give them a reason too, because the way that downtown is currently constructed, it's not inviting to the locals. But
Right.
if you give them something to do now, they're going to want to go there and hang out.
Well, one of the
Yeah.
things you've seen about the Pearl is that it's had the development all around that area of apartments, condos, and
Yeah.
things like that, all up and down Broadway.
Exactly.
And it's on opposite sides of that 35 corridor there, you know, and that's a great thing to see. And it's mostly younger people, it's mostly people in their 20s and 30s, young professionals who are out there, which is fantastic. Project Marvel is not a thing yet. We just have an arena that's been approved, but it's still a good thing, man. And somebody asking the question, do I like gentrification? You know what? Sometimes the answer is yes.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
the
the term is like, you know, used negatively, but come on, man. And then the Pearl, you know, in my opinion, did it right. Like, it made things more expensive in the area, but it's also held true to, you know, keeping things shops down there. The farmers markets on a weekly basis are all local vendors. There's still a lot of free things to do at Pearl. You know, it's a place to just go and hang out and do, you know, you don't have to go to the Pearl and spend a lot of money. So, you know, I think I love the area. A lot of people hate on me, and they're like, you're not puro San Antonio, you live at the Pearl. And I'm like, bro, the Pearl is San Antonio as hell, you know. So like they don't really understand that, you know?
He doesn't. What he's saying is he no
Make
longer
more money.
He no longer hangs with the poors.
He doesn't hang with the peasants no more.
Nah,
Say
nah,
make
hell.
more money.
So
Make
we
more money.
talk about that all the time. And we jokingly
It's a running
make fun
joke
of
on the
it's
show,
a running
bro.
joke on the show,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is basically we talk about how we don't like going to the Spurs game and sitting on the upper deck
Yeah.
because we're too old for that shit. Okay,
Okay.
we're too old to be in the upper deck going up and down the ramps.
He's got bad knees and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't be up there like almost falling halfway off your seat and everything.
Yeah,
because everything moves forward. You
we have to
know.
look under the Spurs banners to go see the game.
Yeah,
you know?
no, man.
So we talk about not sitting with the peasants, but we say it affectionately. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Now, where we don't say it affectionately is we joke around with the poorest, but the people who are out there who are just, you know, causing crap to happen over there on Southwest Military, come on, man, go get a job.
Hey,
Yeah,
we
but
got-
that shit
go get
happens
4 jobs.
it happens every Sunday, bro. Like they're out there Sunday nights with the cars and stuff like that. It's like now the Spurs are winning
It's
too.
like
so.
cockfighting, but with people.
Oh, Mike. We do got an incoming super chat, and this is from Midtown, Texas. He's saying 199 incoming super chat. Thank you, sir. We
No,
appreciate
my
you.
God, we're scoring.
Downtown Eddie 3, Mike 0.
Yes, sir.
And we had
man.
another one come in on
They're
here.
not gonna invite me back. Y'all relax.
Oh, it's okay.
It's all right. We like it when Mike gets cooked.
Yes, sir.
And here's another incoming super chat. So this one's from Jason Garcia. He says, if the Spurs would have stayed downtown, would they have won more than 5 championships during the Tim Duncan era? I think they would have.
They would have won 6 had Pop put Duncan in the game on that Ray Allen shot, right? Because that was a
rebound.
a missed rebound, and the greatest Spurs defender of all time was on the bench.
Yep.
And it's so funny. We talk about the Spurs all the time, how they got 5 chips. You conceivably they could have had 9.
Yeah. Yeah.
0.4, Derek Fisher, Manu fouling Dirk Nowitzki in 2011, Ray Allen's 3.
Yeah.
What's it called? Didn't Manu break an arm during the playoffs? There's a lot that happened, man. They could have had 9. Imagine Tim Duncan's legacy. He's already a top 10 player of all time. Personally, I have him in the top 5. But man, if he had 9,
What hurts is we never went back to back. Hopefully
Yeah.
one of these years we'll go back to back.
Maybe with Wemby, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
And you know what
right.
I like there's a phrase that we have on the show. So when we want Wemby to play with ganas, right, and go out there and just dominate the game, when he's doing that, I call him El Wembeazo, you know. And I say that at the game too, and everybody's just looking at me like I'm crazy. They're like, "What's that?" All the white people, "What is that? What is he saying?" Because we've been like maybe 5 rows from the court. Remember that one time we went, Mike? We're like 5 rows from the court, and we're always talking crap about Jeremy Sohan. He freaking balled out that game.
Yeah, the only game that Sohan played well was when I was in the 5th row with Joe.
That was hilarious.
His 34-point game. May his career rest in
look
peace.
at our good friend Myra's watching this. She's saying, because we're talking about the peasants, she says, "I'm not joking when I
Okay,
say
well, William comes out and says maybe they don't win 14 if they won 13. Why not?
Yeah,
They were the best team.
Yeah, for sure.
They were like the beautiful game wouldn't have existed if like a sliding doors moment. That's an old movie.
Oh yeah,
reference,
look
by
at
the
they
way.
said for me to tell Eddie about Wimpy Ganas. So when Wimpy doesn't play good, I call it Wimpy
Wimpy
Ganas. And the thing is like during the beginning of the season, we're calling him out because we're saying he wasn't playing good. He had a little bit of a hard time getting started. So I was calling him Wimpy Ganas, and I attributed us talking crap about Wemby to him playing better because he's probably listening to the show. But I had to go ahead and sign the apology form when we had our 500th episode party. And one of the things I put on there was I believe JHNSB told me he was ass, and one of our listeners here. And the other thing that made me laugh was I don't believe in aliens.
So there's an ongoing stat, Joe, that we
Yeah.
brought up, and the local media finally jumped on it, which basically says that if the Spurs shoot well from 3, they're unbeatable. Just shoot well from 3. And the last 2 games that they've lost to Minnesota, something in common. Shot ass from 3.
Right.
Right? So, Joe, I'm going to make some predictions for tonight's game.
Oh no.
Spurs are going to win by 22. And I'm willing to place a bet,
A wager.
a wager,
You hear him, Sean?
that Champagne will knock down 5 3-pointers or more tonight.
Take the bet, Sean.
Out on a limb.
Take the bet,
Out on a
Sean.
limb. We'll do a nice shot of something, a good shot. Okay.
You'll probably put water in a cup.
Well, no, I mean, we'll go to a bar, a nice shot. 5 from Champagne. We'll knock down 5 tonight.
Okay, we'll make
17 points tonight, 5 3-pointers. And you know
Oh,
what's
my
weird
God.
about it is that when I said the Spurs would win by 8, they won by 7. When I said the Spurs would win by 20, they won by 38. So I've been Mike Stradamus has been pretty accurate today. This series, man, it has been. By the way, last series I predicted the Spurs would win game 1, lose game 2, and win 3, 4, and 5. That also happened. So, just throwing that out there,
Look
man.
at
Throwing
Big
that out
Sean
there.
PD. He's saying he wants the Spurs to win by 60 tonight.
Hey, man, 1 and 60 are the exact same thing at the end of the day. Spurs, so Joe says that this is a must-win game.
It is. It's a must win.
Going back in time, I'm looking up the history and the stats right now. When a series is tied 2-2, the winner of game 5 wins the series 74% of the time.
You know what?
3 out
They
of 4
said the
times.
same thing with game 3, right? They said whoever wins game 3, I think it was like 74% of the time, that
Yeah.
team goes on to win the series.
Spurs won game
Spurs
3.
won game 3. They need to win game 5.
Right. So the beauty of it is this. Before the series started, I told Joe that if a team is going to beat the Spurs in a series, best of 7, they have to beat them twice in San Antonio. Because given 3 opportunities, I don't care if it's Oklahoma City, I don't care if it's Denver, Minnesota, any team, given 3 opportunities, the Spurs are going to win 1 over there.
Yeah.
Okay. So Minnesota coming in and winning in San Antonio was like, okay, well, they stole home court advantage. I didn't get too weirded out about it all because I thought to myself, well, they got to do it twice. So tonight, is it a must-win situation for the Spurs? Well, if the Spurs lose, then it might be, because that's the thing, man. They would have beaten us twice at home, and you're not going to come back from that. But the great thing about playing playoff basketball at home, usually it's the role players that ball out whenever it's a home cooking.
Right.
That's why I think Champagne is going to have a big game. Who do you think is going to have a big game for the Spurs tonight?
Yeah, I was also thinking Champagne. He's due, man. We need him. We need a big game from him. And yeah, I mean, I'm just so confident. I think we're gonna win 5 and 6. I think both of these games that we lost, man. I think we shouldn't have lost in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just so confident. I had Spurs in 6 from the beginning, and I'm just so confident that we're gonna win tonight, and then go back to Minnesota and just finish it off over there.
Close it out.
That's what's gonna be sweet. My only plus about losing last game, and I was like, all right, cool, we're gonna close it out in Minnesota, like in that Target Center that everybody said that was gonna be so tough,
Yeah.
So So yeah, I'm excited. I'm
Yeah.
looking for Champagne to have a big game tonight. For sure.
I don't know about Champagne, but I think if Fox isn't going to play, and they have Harper playing, right, first time starting here in the playoffs, I'm looking for a big game out of Harper. The other person that I'm looking to see on the Spurs roster that needs to have a big game, because I believe he's the glue for the San Antonio Spurs, is Devin Vassell.
Oh,
Devin
he's
Vassell,
been balling.
I mean, he's
hooping.
amazing, man.
Yeah.
When he has a really good game, the wins.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and he's been clicking on all cylinders, shooting the ball well from beyond the arc, just being able to hit that mid-range jumper, finding the open teammate. He's doing a lot of these other little things that you don't really pay attention to, but at the end of the game, you're like, man, this guy's a baller, dude.
All right, so we have a super chat coming in from the Drew Show, directed at Eddie. Now, Drew Show is the official bank of the Area 210 podcast.
Let's play
He
the
tips
jingle.
most.
Let's play the jingle.
Here comes the money.
He says, Eddie, be honest. Looking at Mike face to face, the Fiesta fight is cap. A man with shoulders like mine can't punch. No such thing as sneaky athletic. Because I mentioned that I got into one fight at Fiesta back 20 years ago,
No mames.
and I won.
Oh yeah, were the
Okay.
shoulders bigger back then?
Well, here's the thing. It's about ground and pound, baby. I got him on the ground, got on top, and he had nowhere to go.
Oh god,
So it's like people think that
so
we're
that's
gonna-
not even a fight, bro.
people think that fighting is like 1930s. Put him up, put him up. No, I got his ass onto the ground, jumped on top, and started hitting on him.
Hey, F up, bro. Hey, but you know what? What did they say? It's not the size of the dog, it's the size of the fight in the dog. You're like the
Exactly.
Chihuahua that won that fight.
I was like the Sitco guy. Let's introduce him to the Sitco guy.
Oh my god.
I think he could sit on somebody. Is what I'm trying to say.
No, I weigh
believe that.
I weigh 50 pounds less back then.
Oh my god, look at this.
Oh, me pegas toda la pura verga, me tapan a la verga. Mira.
Thank you for the super chat, Drew, man. We really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
That's the Citgo right around the corner from us, by the way.
That's
For
the
real.
Marbach
That's
Road
the front of the
Sitco.
Citgo, dude.
Oh my god.
So here's the thing, man. Tonight, the Spurs are favored by 10.5 points. That's funny to me because it was like the spread came out and it was 9.5.
Mm-hmm.
Fox, game time
Oh, yeah.
decision, it went to 10.5.
Dang.
Oh, what the disrespect to De'Aaron Fox.
What else changed? Anything else?
Nothing else changed other than Wemby didn't get suspended.
Oh well, I mean, that's a big one. If that's not, I mean,
But
they wouldn't have
no,
had it,
no one thought that he was going to get suspended.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I guess not.
Kendrick Perkins was trying
bro. Oh my god, Kendrick Perkins pisses me off so bad.
He's a dumbass.
He's did y'all see what he's? Yeah, I did see
Yeah,
what he
I saw
said.
what he said.
The most recent thing he said too, and especially about the suspension.
Yeah.
That he should absolutely, man. He wants Wemby to be suspended so bad so
Yeah.
that his flip flop on the Spurs can happen.
Come to
you know?
fruition.
Right.
He's so scared that the Spurs are gonna come back and win. I'm
Yeah.
not come back and win, but they're gonna still win this series.
Yeah.
Whenever he flip flopped at the very beginning.
Well, he said
Oh,
the Spurs
okay.
would go to the finals, right? That's what his prediction was. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden he says, no, now he dumped the Spurs and he's going with the Wolves.
So by the way, the comment by JHNSB, if we want to revisit some of the past days of
God.
what they call tall tales.
yeah.
The time I chased down a pizza delivery driver and wanted him fired. I wanted to fight his ass is what I wanted.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I'm driving down Petrenko.
Yeah.
And there's a Pizza Hut. Just minding my own business. I'm a high school basketball official. I'm going to a high school game. Southwest High School is where I was officiating that day.
Okay.
Get this guy cuts me off and starts flicking me off, and he has the Pizza Hut logo on there. And he goes off and he starts flicking off all these people, and is just like driving erratically and is weaving through traffic like it's a motorcycle, but he's in a car, right? And he's just flicking people off, and he flicked me off and all that stuff. And then I was like, "What the hell?" So I said something to him, and he started jawing at me, started talking crap to me, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get down his information, whatever. I have to go referee a game. Referee the game. Went back to the Pizza Hut, and I said, "Hey, who's the one who drives this car, right?" And then I saw the guy, and he ran to the back, and I said, "Hey, MFer, I'm here. Tell me what you said out there." And I said, "You the manager here? Fire his ass. Tell me what you said right here." And then I threw a big old scene, and I started cussing up a storm. And he goes, "We're gonna call the cops." I said, "Please do, please call the cops." I want them to know what happened.
Mike getting a 16-year-old dude making $7 an hour fired.
Yeah, you know what? Because some 16-year-old dudes need to be fired. You know what? I mean, just take him to the Mingus prison because that's where he's gonna end up anyway. I mean, just drop him off, park and ride his ass.
Okay, Mr. Karen over here.
Jeez.
Damn, Mike.
Man, I don't give excuses, man. I feel like I'm John Taffer on Bar Rescue. I don't embrace excuses. I embrace results.
Yeah, man, you're making Eddie uncomfortable over there, man.
It's all
So he
contact.
he sees the rage and he's thinking to himself, maybe he is 1-0 in PS5
with the tennis racket and everything.
That's another great one, by the way.
We got an incoming super chat here.
Money talk. Here comes the money.
And this one's from the Drew Show. Thank you, Drew, for your support. Appreciate you.
You already saw that one.
There was another one. Here it is. The Drew Show. This was the one.
It says, Mike, the guy with just one more drink than you fell over first and passed out first.
That's probably
Mike, just like you described. No, so it was my.
The fights are always like way different the way we describe them. And like in college, I didn't lose a fight.
It was literally a hold my beer moment because I was going back to Oyster Bake and I'm at Oyster Bake with my beer, and my ex-wife, we were married at the time. I see guys checking her out. I'm like, okay, it happens, whatever. But then one of the guys goes over there and just grabs her in the ass. Like, just grabbed her in the ass, and it was a hold my beer. And I saw that happen. And she jumped up and was like, "What the hell just happened?" And then my eyes turned black, and I just started grounding and pounding.
Got it.
And look at Drew.
So now knowing that that's the context of the whole thing,
I can see that happening.
Yeah.
And look at
1-0, baby.
Drew's had some nice stuff to say about Eddie.
Money talk.
He does.
Look at it.
He does. It's got to be honest here. Eddie has a great radio voice. Looks good on camera too.
Latino Superman Joe. The squeeze out is in effect. Area 210 2.0.
Okay, so look. I mean, Drew. The whole looks good on camera. Mira, Drew with a crush.
Appreciate you, Drew.
Mira, Drew.
Oh
Drew,
my God.
Drew thinks that Downtown Eddie is Rico Suave.
Rico.
You're not old enough for that song, do you remember that song?
Bro, no, man.
Oh my God. That was one of the greatest one-hit wonders of the 90s.
And Mike's favorite phrase on the show is back in the day.
Back in the day.
Dude.
See, because everything, like, if you go back in time 10, 15 years, in my mind, that's still the 90s.
Yeah. I mean,
because the music was still better back then. I mean, Joe Coy, the comedian, talks about how, today's hip hop is not as good as Biggie, not as good as Tupac.
Sorry, on the whole comedian bit, that reminded me. Y'all had some really bad takes yesterday, but the worst one was that Shane Gillis is not funny. Come on.
Oh, Shane Gillis.
That was Mike. That's Mike. That's Mike.
A lot of bad takes, but that was the worst one.
Shane Gillis is very cringe, man. So he was the roast master of the Kevin Hart Netflix special over this past weekend. You can still check that out on Netflix.
Yeah.
Cat Williams stole the show, by the way, because Cat Williams burying the hatchet, if you will, but also backstabbing Kevin Hart while doing it was great. But Shane Gillis, he just makes me feel uncomfortable. He gives
that's part of the bit, bro. That's you got to feel uncomfortable.
He looks like Chris Hansen from the To Catch a Predator, Dateline To Catch a Predator. Like he gives the vibes of someone who's a child molester.
It's because he's been brushed by Down syndrome, bro. That's what he says. That's what he says.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he wasn't. I mean, Shane Gillis, I've seen him kill it, where it's like he's just been on fire and he's so funny. And then there's like those moments where he's just crickets.
Bro, he's hilarious. His joke about I forgot what show he was hosting, but he like showed a lady in the audience and he was like, "Give it up for Brittany Hicks," or something like that, 10-time WNBA All-Star, and everybody clapped. He's like, "I'm just kidding. That's my wife, my friend's wife.
Man.
Y'all, I knew y'all didn't know WNBA players, bro. That was hilarious."
No, that was great. But I did see that bit. But like for me, comedy wise, like I like Gary Owen. That's an old school one that I've really liked. Ralph Barbosa I saw perform the other day in Houston. I mean, if he lives to be a long life, which I don't think he will be. Because he looks health-wise, he looks like he's...
Oh, for real?
Yeah, man. No. He does not look... He looks like he's aged 20 years in the last 5. And it's his health. He has bad health. He talks about it on stage all the time. I love Barbosa. Hate George Lopez, though.
Hey, we got some incoming stuff that we need to share here from the media share. So thank you to everybody who sent these pictures. And this is a Drago. If he dies, he dies.
Now, Joe, let me ask you this question, Joe, because here's the thing.
Hell yeah.
Seems legit. With a white undershirt, too. Joe, lost my train of thought here. Thinking about tonight's game.
Wait, I got something on the whole elbow thing now while we're on this topic, bro.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anybody else say this, but I don't think Wemby did that on purpose.
Oh, he did.
No way. Y'all are looking at the slow down angle. Everybody, all the national sportscasters are looking at the slow down angle, and everybody's like, he made eye contact with the dude before.
Oh yeah,
Bro, no. If you see it in full time, McDaniels is holding his arm. What he's trying to do is get free from McDaniels. And Nas Reed was just there. He was collateral damage. He did not look at him in the eye.
wind
and go,
up.
boom. No, that's crazy. That's not even Wemby.
You know what it
Wemby's
is?
character.
You know what it is, Eddie? Honestly, what happens is that when Wemby's probably trying to shake him off, his elbows are at everybody's eye level, right?
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have, if you have a tall defender on him, they're gonna be at his eye level. So when he's picking up his elbows and he's trying to go ahead and turn, Nas Reed's right there at his elbow. So
Right.
I mean, did he intentionally decide to hit him? I think he was trying to create space. Inadvertently, Nas Reed happened to be there and he got elbowed.
Yeah, but
It
a lot of
was-
the sportscasters, especially national ones on ESPN, Kendrick Perkins, and all of them are saying that he looked at him in the eye, and then swung. I was like, bro, y'all are watching the super slow motion.
Right.
I think he was just trying to shake him off.
That's what he's trying
Yeah.
to do. If
No,
he
it
had-
was a frustration thing.
Yeah, but he's
just trying to
shake him off, man.
It was a non-basketball move.
yeah.
That's the problem, and that's why it's a flagrant too. It's that it's a non-basketball move because at no point on a basketball court is anybody allowed to do that with their elbows.
Right.
It doesn't matter if they're down low, trying to get on the blocks or whatever the case may be.
Sure,
You-
but
you
if you
can't-
had both hands on the ball like he was trying to do, because they were all over him, McDaniels was holding him. If he had both hands on the ball, then he would have just went like that. That's all it would have been. But he had a loose elbow over here.
But you're doing it right. See, you're allowed to throw an elbow or not throw an elbow if you move with the elbow, right? And that's where he didn't do it. He elbowed out and didn't actually pivot his body. If he had pivoted his body,
He was being held. That's why he was being held by one arm right
He's
here.
being mauled, dude.
is
He had
supposed
somebody
to-
hugging him up. He had another guy coming at him, and the refs just swallowed their whistles.
I
He
didn't
got
say that
tired.
didn't happen. I
Yeah.
didn't say that didn't happen, but it was it was a frustration.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no
wasn't
doubt,
sure. He was
no
trying.
doubt.
I think he was just trying to rip the ball away. I think that's all he was trying to do. Like, and Nas Reed just got caught by it.
Well, Nas has been flopping this whole series, man.
No, but
you
that
breathe
was
on the
that was
brother and
that
he
was a
falls,
bullseye,
man.
man. That
Yeah,
was
no,
a
that
that
wasn't
was
a
a
flop.
that was a bullseye. He got hit hard.
Yeah, but
Let me ask you this: what I was surprised about, though, the aftermath of all of this, Mitch Johnson going on and basically saying that he supports Wemby, and that basically he understands the frustration that they've been fouling him and they've been harassing him, pushing him on transition, all that stuff. Say that I support my guy and I support what he did to defend himself and all that stuff. Right? I thought that Mitch Johnson would get love from the four-letter network, ESPN or FS1 or whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
But he's been universally panned. Universally, every sports writer, every sports announcer, every talking head on sports and doing nationwide has come out and said Mitch Johnson sounded and looked like an idiot by doing that. I didn't feel that way.
yeah. I don't think so either.
Because maybe it's because that's kind of like our guy, Wemby's our guy.
Yeah,
But I was surprised. Are you surprised, Joe, that universally Mitch Johnson was criticized for his handling of the situation post game?
I don't think it was like a surprise. I think what he's just showing is that he's gonna back his dude. You know, that's your star player.
no, but he's saying the reaction. I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't seen anybody besides I watched First Take yesterday, so I saw
Yeah.
Stephen A. say that, and I was like, I thought that was a bad take too. I was like, what is he supposed to say?
He's
Like
gonna back
supposed
his
to,
guy.
yeah, he's gonna back his guy, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, but at the same time, though, I don't think it was malicious, and he has been getting mauled the whole
Yeah, they
damn
haven't
series.
called any. They haven't
Yeah,
called
so
it. You
I
know?
mean, yeah, it's frustration, of course. So I don't know what was Mitch Johnson supposed to come out and say, like, oh yeah, like
he shouldn't have done
he
that.
should have
He
done
was
that, or
like,
he was trying to,
Yeah.
he was really trying to hit him like that.
he
Like,
was
come on.
happy that he stood up for himself because he's like, we've been telling him to do something out there and stand up for himself and not get mauled. Every
Yeah.
time he gets the ball, It's just frustration on Wemby's part because he's so young, I think, at this point. And he knew that the physicality was going to be amped up, but I don't think he thought to this degree. And then he's getting no help from his teammates. He's not getting help from the refs. And rightfully so, because you got to look at your teammates too, man. Like if you're getting out there, you're just getting ambushed every time you touch the ball. Nobody's coming around to help you.
Yeah.
Nobody's setting a pick. They're not coming out again. Hey, let's do a pick and roll action. Let me set a screen for you. Let me get in better position because we know they're going to come at you with a triple team or a double team. Let me get the ball, then give you the ball in a better position so you can go ahead and score a high percentage shot.
What I worry about is what happens after this series. Okay, here's what's going to happen to Wemby if it goes on. Spurs win the series. It's a learning moment for Wemby. You know, it's a learning moment, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. They advance to the Western Conference Finals. Spurs lose this series. No one's going to look back and think, man, they were up 8 in the fourth quarter without him. They're going to say they would have won if he was out there. And it's going to be something that he'll be criticized for the entire offseason. And questions will be, that's the one thing I fear about this whole situation is if the Spurs somehow lose this series, Wemby is going to be dogged by this and haunted by this for quite some time. I think this is a very pivotal 3-game stretch for Wemby in his career.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Back to the whole, I think we're ahead of expectations right now anyways.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I just see, man, Wemby, Harper, Castle, not even close to their primes, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's I feel like we're going to be good for a really long time.
Look at Harper and how well he's played, right, in his rookie season. And in his rookie season, going to the NBA playoffs in round 2, right?
Yeah.
And he's been able to go ahead and, be so poised when he's out there. He doesn't seem rattled. Doesn't seem like he's scared.
Yeah.
He's just very calm and collective and just balling. And this is year 1.
Yeah,
now, if we get through year 3, Harper, man, he's going to be scary, dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
for sure.
it's a coming. I mean, Harper is a franchise player.
Oh yeah.
He's not one of those players because I think you either fall in the line of the categories. You have to have a franchise player. You need to have a star backup or not backup, a star like a wing, like the Robin to someone's Batman type of thing.
Yeah.
Spurs have 2 Batmans because that's what Harper is going to be. And it's not, and people have given me so much crap on this show because I love Stephon Castle. I want him on this team. I like him on this team. I love him on this team. But I know that Harper from day one was going to be better than Castle when it's all said and done. And I think Castle's going to make the All-Star team 2 or 3 times. I think Harper's going to make it 8 times. And that's a great problem to have if you're the Spurs.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, no, I don't disagree that Harper is probably going to end up better than Castle, but
maybe not now, but he's getting there.
I mean, he's only a year behind, right? Yeah, but yeah, I mean, no, they're both gonna be great, bro. Like man, it's also though with Castle, it's just hard to believe that it's only his second year too. Man, I was like really happy with us in what was it, game 3 that we held it down, that we held that lead through the fourth quarter, even though they were coming at us, making runs, and such a young team was able to the Timberwolves have been in the Western Conference Finals the last 2 years.
Yeah, it's not like they're a bad team.
No, not at all. Matter of fact, I think people came into this series thinking it was going to be way easier. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I was like, no, but the thing about the Timberwolves is they're huge, so they match up well. Our advantage over a lot of teams, most teams, are that we're big. We got big wings. Harper's big, Castle's big, Champagne's big.
Yeah.
People underestimate how big these dudes are, but Minnesota has the size to match up against it. So that's why I thought this wasn't going to be an easy series coming in at all. Even before the series, I thought it was going to be tough without Ant. But now, I mean, obviously now he's back. But they're huge. They can match up against us. And I even think not having DiVincenzo, I mean, not necessarily is going to help them because they need his shooting for sure. Yeah. I think that's where they can't keep up with this, the scoring. Because whenever the Spurs turn it on, it's going like that. But I think not having him and having the bigger people out to match up with our
Shannon Jr.
Yeah. Oh man, bro, if he like slows down and stops like trying to start his gather from the 3-point line like every single time, like he's gonna be nice, bro. He is so athletic and big. But yeah, to my point, I think DiVincenzo, not having DiVincenzo kind of helps them in a sense against the Spurs because they're just so huge, and that's what you need to match up against the Spurs.
I like what you said there about how they can't keep up with the scoring. To me, they can't keep up with the speed because when the Spurs got out to an 8-point lead in the fourth quarter of Game 4, it was because they were running them out of the gym. Literally, they had Harper, Castle, Fox. Just run. No set plays. There was no when the Spurs got that lead, it was not a set play to be had. It was just pure athleticism on the court. The Spurs lost that lead when they started doing half-court sets.
Yeah.
And I just think that the Spurs need to realize that they've got 5 Ferraris in the car. They've got Wemby, Castle, Harper, potentially Fox. They've got Vassell, Keldon. Just let the horses run. And they'll be perfectly fine. And just double team. Please double team Anthony Edwards every single time he touches the ball.
Yeah, well, last game, I was really happy with how obviously we lost and we lost a lead, but the way we were denying Ant at the very end, like we even put ourselves in a position to possibly win the game at the end because they just weren't inbounding the ball to him. Because
shots weren't just falling down. That's all it was.
Exactly. Shots weren't falling, but defensively they completely not shut Ant down, but denied him the ball, which was huge. And then they tried to feed him the ball once they crossed half court in a terrible position. So like we had a really good defensive possessions down the stretch. We couldn't get a stop. That AO layup. They called it
cross court and pass and all that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then that
was brutal.
Yeah, that sucked. But we were still in a position to win the game at the end, and that's because they locked in defensively. And man, that's credit to Mitch, bro. I think like he hasn't been given enough credit. Yeah. And one thing I think about Mitch is that obviously Pop, he's the GOAT. But man, if Pop was coaching right now, I don't think he'd be letting these young guys loose the way that Mitch is letting them, and I think that's huge. And his adjustments throughout the series, I think people are not giving Mitch enough credit.
Carter Bryant wouldn't been getting no run.
Exactly, and he's huge.
Carter
Bryant's been huge. He's hit some huge shots and made some big defensive plays.
Kid's got hops too, man. He can get up there, dude.
Boy, nasty.
Pop love the vets, man.
We're getting some incoming super chats. We're getting stacked up here, man. So we got to address these.
Money talk.
This coming from the Drew Show. Thank you for the $5 incoming super chat. There you go, Mike.
Drew says, look at Harper's face after Wemby connected. It's like, yeah, that's what you get if intentional leadership. Mitch backing him up. Leadership. That was a great reaction from Harper. Thank you for the super chat, Drew. The great reaction of him just being like, oh my God, did that just happen?
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I know you were trying to say that it wasn't intentional, and maybe it wasn't, right? But it was reckless. At the very least, we can all agree that it maybe wasn't first-degree murder, but it was at least manslaughter.
I'd say that.
Okay. So, and part of that is that the understanding that you just can't do that. You just can't do that. I mean, even if you're trying to rip the ball away,
right? But Harper's reaction was to Wemby getting fouled first. They're blowing that up on the national media as well too. They're like, oh, look at Harper's face. He even thinks it's crazy. But Harper's face was doing that because Wemby was getting mauled, and then afterwards, and then his face goes, "Oh!" After that, I mean, obviously, but there
you go.
By the way, I want that shirt, Joe. I gotta find that. If I could find that shirt of the elbow with the Harper reaction, I would wear it tonight.
That'd be sick.
That's amazing.
Somebody make it happen.
Somebody's gonna put that on his shirt. Look at that. Oh. Hey, we got another incoming super chat.
Courtesy, so we don't get in trouble. Courtesy of Peacock Network.
Yeah, Peacock. But this is from the Drew Show.
Money talk. Here comes the money.
Drew Show comes out and says, everybody want to give me some nasty, but don't want to give me some nasty. Paraphrase the great Paul Mooney, Eddie No, Chappelle Show. So I guess what we're saying is go back to that one. Pop famously says, show me some nasty. Like, show me some fights.
Some ganas.
Right? And I understand that that's needed. That's needed from everybody. It's needed from the top to bottom. And head coach of Minnesota has been bitching about the officiating from game one.
Right.
Mitch just finally dipped his toes into that water.
Yeah.
There needs to be technical fouls called, like strategic technical fouls called. Joe wants goonery. Joe wants the Spurs to put Olynyk in there and put
bad
Bismack
take also.
Biyombo.
Plumlee. I need two hard fouls, brother. Go on. And get 'em.
No. I want Castle. Because it's not gonna be Harper. Harper's too soft spoken.
Yeah.
I want Castle to go in there and call the official an MFer and get teed up.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Kind of like just get the T so you can point out what's going on.
yeah. If there's going to be an enforcer, it's going to be Castle. It's not going to be. We're not going to put in Bismack Biyombo and Kelly Olynyk.
They need two.
Bro, that's just going to kill all the momentum. Just to send a quick message or what? No, absolutely not.
Retaliate. That's just those are warning shots.
Yeah, Drew Show comes out with another super chat coming on in. Paying for a nice tab.
There you go.
Saying Wemby gave you the Wolves and the Chicken Nas neck some nasty. So embrace it like Harper did. I don't know if Harper embraced it. Harper was just shocked by it all. I mean, he's 20 years old.
Yeah.
That's the scary thing about Harper. The dude's 20 years old.
Yeah.
What a draft there was this year. Joe and I debated who had a better rookie season, Castle or Harper. And there's no shade on Castle when it comes to that. Castle deserved to be rookie of the year. He was by far the best rookie last year.
You hate Castle, don't you?
He does, man.
He
does.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? I have loved Castle from the get-go, and I wanted him from the beginning at UConn when he was the one who won the national championship. I wanted that from the get-go. What I don't like is that he's trying to do something that other players we bitch about from other teams. Like, one of the things I like about Castle's game, he's learning from certain stars to do certain things, right? In a positive way, one of the things that he does is he does the Luka Doncic / LeBron James move, where he gets in front of the defender, then slows down, and then methodically makes his way up.
Steps.
He basically slows down so that the defender jumps onto his back for a foul, or is forced to swipe. Because if you don't do that, Castle's a free ride to the basket. It's the Luka Doncic, LeBron James. They're the only two that do it in the NBA very well. And Castle has gotten really good at that play. I'm not saying that he's elite at it, but he's very good at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what I don't like, though, is that now he's trying to do the arm up and under. And I'm a high school basketball official. I see it all the time, and nothing pisses me off as an official more than a player who puts his arm underneath yours and then pretends they're being yanked.
Yeah.
And that's a move that SGA does. That's a move that we as Spurs fans look at SGA and go, come on, man, he's doing that on purpose. What I don't like is that over the last 2 months or so, I kind of feel like Castle's trying to bring that to be part of his game. And I'm just calling out Spurs fans as being hypocrites because we don't like it when SGA does it. We shouldn't like it when Castle does it.
Well, I don't think it's to the extent that SGA does it by any means, but also you got to consider I think the officiating has been crazy.
It has been.
They're letting right when Castle crosses half court, them to put their hands right on him, bro. Like, it's crazy. Like, they're not calling anything. I think it was last game. There was a time that Castle brought the ball up and got fouled like 3 times before he even got close to the 3-point line, like just in between there and half court. Like, I was like, are we not calling anything? So I think what he's trying to do, especially this series, is trying to get some of those calls, like trying to make the officials do their job.
I know what play you're talking about, and I disagree because I don't think he got fouled.
He got
because
fouled.
every
times.
Every point of contact was made by Castle. Castle initiated the contact each time he bumped into a player. He was the one who bumped into the player. And on top of that, he did the up and under move 3 times in one play. If you look at it, he did it 3 times in one play, and they weren't going to give him the benefit of the doubt. They say when you officiate basketball, I've been doing it for 15 years in the high school level, right? They say that, and I encourage people to watch basketball this way and watch that play this way. What we do as fans is we follow the ball, and we're seeing what Castle's doing. And then we're seeing the reaction of what Castle's doing to what the defender is then doing to counteract it. Whenever you officiate a game, especially a higher level game, they always say, do not officiate the ball, officiate the defender. So if you watch that play in particular, look at the defender, what the defender is doing, and then ask yourself the question, was it a foul? Because if you're looking at it from the perspective of what is Castle doing and the reaction to it, it looks like Castle's getting fouled 3 times. But if you take Castle out of the equation and don't focus on him and you focus on the defender, the defensive player, you're going to realize they were in position every time And you're gonna realize Castle bumped into them, and that's the problem. And it's not a Spurs fan thing; it's an NBA fan. It doesn't matter if you're a fan of the Thunder or a fan of the Lakers, whatever. You're gonna always look at the ball player first, the offensive player first, as opposed to looking at the defender.
We got incoming super chats that we got stacked up on. We need to go ahead and get to, and one of them is actually by our very own Sean Quintero here.
Money talk.
Here comes the money.
So this is from Sean. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat.
Should friend of the show Carter Bryant be getting more playing time?
Yeah, man, I'm happy with the amount of playing time he's gotten. He's coming in, providing a spark on the offensive end and playing some really good defense. I don't know how you would work him into the offense more. We're just stacked, man. Honestly, we just have the rotations are awesome because whenever Wemby comes out for the first time, at the end of the first quarter, they could just keep it running. So it's like if we start hot and then Wemby comes out and we get that second rotation in and just like keep the momentum going while they're trying to catch up. I think I don't know. I wouldn't make rotation wise. I wouldn't make too many changes. I like the way that Mitch is using him, coming in a little spark and playing some good D whenever we need it. Whenever some of the other guys need a rest. I mean, he's gonna get there. He's a rookie too, and he's playing amazing. But man, it's just his future's bright for sure. But I like the way he's being used currently.
My problem with Carter Bryant has nothing to do with him. It's the officiating on him. They give him no respect, and they call it travel on him. Where if any of the 9 other players on the court had done that move, they wouldn't have called travel. They're treating him. The officials are treating him like a rookie, and they have him on a tight leash. They're calling him really tight, whereas everybody else and it's like I want to have Carter Bryant out there for what he brings defensively and the hustle. But if the officials don't let him play, like they're letting everybody else play, it's kind of detrimental to have him out there.
Yeah,
it's kind of a weird thing. It has nothing to do with what he's doing. It's how they're reacting to him. It's so stupid.
Yeah, we got another incoming super chat from another fan.
I like
friend of
it,
the show.
William Van Beckham.
Here comes the money.
Thank you for the $5 super chat.
Says lucky $5 for game number 5.
Oh yeah.
Hey, speaking of luck, by the way, Joe, I'm going to take the fall for the Spurs losing game 4. The Spurs were winning when I had the cup in my left hand and I was standing up while watching the game behind the couch. They started losing when I sat down.
Damn,
and I put the cup up. But Joe, we have a friend named Greg Dela Cruz.
Yeah,
who is sacrificing himself, has tickets to tonight's game, and has decided not to go because
that's a real
he's
fan.
0 for 2. He went to the game in which they lost to Portland, and so he's been to both home games in which the Spurs have lost, and he's like, you know what? I'm bad juju. I'm bad omen for this team.
He was gonna go to game 5. Would tell him, no, bro, don't do it.
Respect.
Don't do it.
He gave his ticket away. He's gonna go to Little Woodrow's instead.
We told him, don't do it. So he's sacrificing his tickets for the team.
That's real.
Yeah, and because he went ahead and said, William said, lucky $5 for game 5. We'll also go ahead and give him the grito.
Presumir a mis amigos les conté que en el amor
Amazing grito.
There's a lot of pain in that grito, man.
Was that a grito or was he speaking in tongues? What was he doing there? That was amazing.
That man's seen some things, Mike.
I mean, that was a love that he lost in 1964 that he's still all about.
We got another incoming super chat here.
Here comes the money.
And it's $1.99 from Matty V.
Mike,
111.
you going to the game? If so, what section? Let me see here. Let me look at my tickets here. My tickets. I think I'm in 112.
Okay, there you go, 112.
So yeah, so not hanging with the peasants. I'm in 112.
I see you, Mario.
I'm in section 112.
Hey, look at this. Is from Tony Ornelas.
Here comes the money.
Incoming $1.99 from Tony Ornelas. He says number 10 left, so don't replace it with Castle's comments.
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, famously, I was anti Sohan from the day he got drafted from Baylor.
Yeah.
Like
I
knew that was a train wreck about to happen.
Yeah. The
And
whole point guard era.
Yeah,
Man,
waste of a pick, waste of a player.
Yeah.
He's now starting fights for the Knicks while averaging 1 minute per game. By the way, Joe, can you imagine and I mentioned this the other day. Imagine if the Spurs lose to the Knicks in the finals and Sohan gets a ring.
Oh, that would suck.
God.
Oh
That would
my
suck
God.
so bad. I didn't even think about that.
Hey, you gotta show some love to one of our sponsors, Joe.
Which one?
Well, Sean Quintero is here, so let's go ahead and do
P.F.
Chang's La Cantera.
There we go. P.F. Chang's La Cantera, San Antonio's premier destination for dinner, date night, or happy hour. Enjoy one of their signature dishes, such as the Singapore street noodles, sesame chicken, or Chang's spicy chicken, or their infamous Chang's chicken lettuce wraps, which are delicious, by the way. You can enjoy all this while you're dining in an Asian-inspired atmosphere. And make sure to enjoy the new outdoor patio and try some of P.F. Chang's signature cocktails and drinks during happy hour, Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. P.F. Chang's La Cantera is a proud sponsor of the Area 210 podcast. All right, there we go. We got the P.F. Chang's man in the house today, and that's going to be none other than Sean Quintero. So we're going to go ahead and give them some love again. You know, if you're going to be at P.F. Chang's, make sure you go and try the $8.99 signature cocktail collection that they have still going on there. My favorite has been the lychee martini. I have tried the Mai Tai. We like their version of the mule, the Long Island iced tea, and the lemon drop martini. Go ahead and save your money. Go to P.F. Chang's. Do not go to Haywire, where you'll get charged $53 for 2 lemon drop martinis. Go to P.F. Chang's. They got better food and better drinks. And if you go there, make sure you tell Sean Quintero, the Area 210 sent you.
They still got the coconut shrimp.
They do not have it right now. But you know what they do have that's really good? They have the lobster and the prawns mixed together with some rice. Man, that thing slaps, dude. You got to try that one. It's one of my personal favorites. I got it last time I was out there with my niece.
Yeah. Go check it out.
Smoked old fashioned, baby. That's where it's at.
Hey,
You know what? We talked a lot of Spurs. Let's talk about the city itself, because downtown Eddie has graced us with his presence here. Follow him on TikTok. Follow him on Instagram as well. A lot of content when it comes to going around town. You had a post the other day talking about your favorite dive bars in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Give me your favorite dive bar, and why is it a favorite dive bar? What? Because here's the thing. You're a young one, man. You're 31 years old. I'm 49. Joe is around my age. Sean's around my age. We were once 31. We were once out and about town.
back in the day.
Back in the day. What makes a good dive bar a good dive bar to you these days in the year of our Lord 2026?
Yeah, well, I got a lot of slack on that post. Everybody was like, not one bar that you mentioned was a dive bar, but I guess like they just weren't like dingy enough.
What did you mention? What were some of the ones you mentioned?
I mentioned the Evil Olive, which is one up by my mom's.
That's the Saints, the New Orleans Saints viewing
that's
parties
the only,
are there.
Yeah, that's the only
it's
the only downside there.
It's Cajun themed there.
Yeah, no, that's a really, really cool bar. I guess the term would be neighborhood bar. I guess, it's not really a dive, but
during Saints games, it's really divey.
Yeah, well, there you go. See, that's what I'm saying. So I mentioned that one. Schooners.
Okay.
What did
Schooners, bro.
Yeah.
Ooh, bro.
And what did I say? Oh, Cocoa Beach on Nakoma. That was. I got a lot of people in the comments on that one. They're like, hell yeah, Cocoa Beach. What else? I'm trying to think. I mentioned the Rusty Nail out here, but it's not really a dive.
The Rusty Nail on Petrenko?
Yeah, I like that bar. I used to hang out in the area.
You want to get Poodle, bro? There was one right here off of Marbach and Military called the Lucky Monkey, dude.
The Lucky.
Okay.
That one was Poodle, dude. Poodle. It was like a dive bar from hell, dude.
Damn.
Everybody was always fighting in that place, dude. Small.
The Rusty Nail. I'll have 2 drinks. That'll be $44. What's up with that place?
Oh, really? I mean, I haven't been in a while.
It's a nice place. It's not a dive at all.
Right.
So here's the thing about dive bars. Dive bars, you need to have at least a 1% chance that you're going to get stabbed that night. Okay. Or at least a 10% chance of.
I mean, San Antonio.
Hey, the Stout House count, Mike? We've been there a couple of times, man.
Dude, man, the Stout House is ghetto, man, and I love it there. I love it there. Well, what's the other one? The Hangar is fine, but the Stout House.
I love Stout House, man. Well, but they just made one. They just made. Nah, I haven't been down. It's because they have 8 now.
They have 8 locations.
They have 8 locations now.
The Stout House is Poodle, bro.
Yeah, and they just made one by the Pearl. And I've actually done a few videos for them. They're dope. And now that's like it's really cool to have a little neighborhood spot there. Although it gets popping like during the week, it's cool, but on the weekend, it's just it gets packed, and I'm like, oh dang. But
man, the music is loud. If you want to go there and have a conversation, that ain't the place to be, man.
Right, yeah.
That ain't the place.
Matter of
to
fact,
be.
that's a good place to watch the Spurs game. If anybody at the one specifically by the Pearl on Grayson, that's a great place to watch.
We
the Spurs
saw the
What is that other
we
one
saw
that
the
they
Rangers
have?
win the World Series there, right?
We watched it at the Stout House, but there was another place, McIntyre's.
McIntyre's.
Downtown.
Yeah.
That one's pretty dope.
Yeah,
I've
so
been there.
my top places to watch the Spurs game are Stout House, Grayson, McIntyre's, the North Star one. The one in Southtown's pretty cool too. And then I also like River North Ice House.
Yeah.
But those are all kind of in my area. So people are like,
The
Man,
McIntyre's
get
out
out of
there
the
by North Star Mall.
yeah, that one.
That one's kind of small, but they have a real nice area on the outside. where you can
that's
sit
not
down.
that small. It's pretty big spot.
It's kind of small.
The one in Southtown is smaller. Actually.
Smaller. I like the one in Southtown,
Oh,
but like I like hanging out during the day if I'm doing some day drinking.
right.
Yeah.
You know that's pretty cool.
Now you were over at the Pullman Market, by the way, at the Pearl. That's one of my favorite places in San Antonio. That's a great spot. My wife, who admittedly is a little bit bougie, she loves the Pullman Market. That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
great place for a date.
Mhm.
Okay, so give the guys a date night, man. What's a good place to go for a date over here? Is it Soluna? Is it what's going on?
Yeah, the shoot. If the chispas, just don't have more than two of those, then you'll get in trouble. But yeah, I mean that's a good anywhere at the Pearl. Honestly, I hang out at Fife and Faro a lot, which is the Italian place there at the Pullman Market. That's my spot. I'm always at the bar there. And then Mesquite, they have a nice bar there as well too. So that's my hangout area. I'll a quick plug a restaurant off of Hildebrand and Broadway. It's called Paladar. It's a real small Cuban Mexican fusion.
Yeah.
That place is fire.
Hey, I was gonna ask you a question. There's a bar that opened downtown on La Soya Street, 230 at La Soya Street. It's called Paradise Unknown.
Oh yeah.
Have you been there?
Dope. Hell yeah, I have.
I've been wanting to go there. How is it, dude?
It's really. Have you been to Be Kind and Rewind?
Yeah, the same people that
It's the
made
same
that.
people. Yeah. So what's really cool is like that area, like we were talking earlier, it's not very friendly to locals. But now there's kind of like a shift going on, and there's like a lot more like local people doing stuff down there, which is going to be really cool, especially once the stadium is there. But yeah, I forgot the guy's name. I met one of the partners in Paradise Unknown, and they're the same people as Be Kind and Rewind, which I already think Be Kind and Rewind is one of those the coolest bars in that area. And now that Paradise Unknown is really, really cool. The dude is he's all about, I forgot what his background is, but he's all about like experiences. So
Yeah.
the bar is like real. It's like almost like pirate themed kind of tiki bar. It's really, really cool.
Be Kind Rewind is a trip because it's a bunch of 20-year-olds dancing the music from the 90s.
Right.
It's like I haven't heard this dance song from the 90s in like 30 years, and suddenly I see some 22-year-olds dancing to it, which is
To
amazing.
freestyle.
Now, we were talking about Stout House earlier. Stout House, I will say this, you mentioned it as being puro.
Puro.
Oh my god, I was trying to say, I was trying to make fun of puro. I mispronounced it. It's puro, right? But Joe, you do realize, and I'm saying this with all fondness for the Stout House, the women there are aggressive, right? I mean, you go to some bars out there and you're like, I want to go meet a girl, and then you're like, they're unapproachable.
Yeah.
Go to the Stout House, especially the one on Petrenko. They'll approach you.
Oh man, this is true, bro. This is true.
So I'm saying that with all due respect.
With all due respect.
With all due respect. So I don't want to talk badly about the Stout House when it has plenty of positive things to it all. So we said date night, the Pearl, all that stuff. Great. It's a great place.
Yeah.
Kind of expensive though.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of expensive.
For sure. But I live there, so I get a resident discount. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a little 15% off food and drinks and stuff like that.
We had somebody in here saying in Twitter they're being aggressive. They're saying hi. I said hi, hello guys. Finally we see you. Thank you for joining the podcast here. We appreciate you.
Down on Grayson is good. I don't know if I've had the chicken there.
It's good.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, down on Grayson's chicken's amazing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I had the chicken there. I've had a good amount of things there, but Southerly at the Pearl has some really good fried chicken, by the way. So
yeah, I like the market dates they have over there. The concert venues over there, it's really nice when they have the concerts.
Yeah.
Did they have oh my god, what band did they have over there from the 90s that performed there last week or a couple weeks ago? My daughter was telling me about it. I thought it was kind of funny. But no, we're here with Downtown Eddie. I'm following all the stuff that he has going on social media. It's kind of interesting to be out there and to post content and things like that. How often do you post?
I try to do it every day. I try to post at least every day, and then I have small businesses that I work with as well too, or kind of like partnerships that I'll make videos for as well. So it just kind of varies. But yeah, I mean, I'm just I try to stay consistent, but it is a lot of work, man. Honestly, like I don't know. I feel like I feel like I started doing it because I had Gary V yelling at me through the screen every day, start posting content or you're stupid, So so that's really why I started doing it. It's not really for the love of it necessarily. Like I really just like most of the time I just get on camera and like just say whatever shit comes to my mind, So
Hey man,
he was
just like me and Joe.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he was telling us too that he's friends with our friend here that we've had a couple of times, Chancla Academy.
Oh yeah,
give him a quick shout out too, man.
No,
Joe Coronado, man.
He just stitched one of my videos talking mess. So no shout out. No, that's
cool, though. Man.
Yeah, that's the homie. He's cool.
Very nice. Spurs back in action tonight. Game 5 of the Western Conference semifinals. Spurs here by 10.5 points. De'Aaron Fox is a game time decision with a bum ankle because that bum Jaden McDaniels ran into him. Spurs are going to win by 22 tonight, Joe. I believe that it's going to be a beehive at the Frost Bank Center tonight, like to the point where it's going to be so loud, so venomous. After Wemby getting ejected from the game in the second quarter in Game 4, I believe the crowd is going to be. We're going to hear the "Ref, you suck" chant before the game even starts. Before the game even starts, who's the officiating crew? I got to figure that one out. But Joe, let's give some love to our other sponsor.
Yeah,
other main sponsor, which is Hard Rock Cafe San Antonio.
The Hard Rock Cafe San Antonio is Riverwalk dining at its best. With great scenic views along with its amazing collection of rock memorabilia, there is something for everyone. Enjoy happy hour weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. with $8 and $10 appetizers, $5 domestic drafts, and $6 craft import drafts at the bar only. Try some of the Hard Rock Cafe's legendary steak burgers, or my personal favorite, such as the grilled salmon or baby back ribs. Make sure to visit the third level and enjoy the DJ as you take in the city skyline. The Hard Rock Cafe is a proud sponsor of the Area 210 podcast. All right, so shout out to the Hard Rock Cafe San Antonio. They've been a proud sponsor of the show. We look forward to doing our next event, which is going to be the NBA draft party, is going to be happening in June.
Okay, so here's an interesting stat. The Game 5 referee crew has been announced.
Okay.
The two most infamous ones that have been against the Spurs have been Tony Brothers and Scott Foster. Neither one of them are officiating tonight. But the crew is going to have John Goebel, Ben Taylor, Carl Lane. Here's the thing, man. When Carl Lane is the umpire, the Wolves are undefeated this year, 3-0. When Ben Taylor's officiating, the Wolves are undefeated, 2-0. And when John Goebel is officiating, the Timberwolves are 4-1. But here's the thing, though. Goebel, so add that up. Combined 9-1. The Wolves are 9-1 when those guys officiate. Do you know what the Spurs record is when those guys officiate? Spurs are undefeated, 5-0. So it's like they're being officiated tonight by officials that both teams have had good success with. Found that to be interesting. Combined 14-1 record for the two teams with those officials in black and white.
Yeah, one thing that we need to do too is we need to go ahead and give Mike some love here as we start bringing the show to an end here. Yeah, you want to make more money? Call Miguelito.
Yeah, if you don't want to be one of the poor's, give me a call at 210-508-0369, 210-508-0369. I've been a financial advisor for 21 years, man. 21 years. Let's see, who am I working with today? I'm working with a person who just retired from the energy industry here in San Antonio. I'm also working with somebody who does taxes for a living, who's going to be doing some life insurance, doing a retirement account. And then tomorrow I'm working with somebody who retired from the military after a 21-year career. So amazing time. I love working with people when it comes to their money, when it comes to their investments. And what I have found over time is that most financial advisors are lazy as F. They really are, man. They give you like one little rink-a-dink account and then hope for the best and all that stuff. No, there needs to be a rhyme and reason to it all, Joe. I cook people's food, cook people's portfolios like food, man. I don't put it all in one pot. You gotta spread it out, baby. You gotta spread it. How do you know if something's doing good if it's all jumbled in one portfolio? No, move it around, move money around. Give me a call, 210-508-0369, 210-508-0369, or come see me at section 112, row 16. That's where I'll be tonight.
So you can fight Mike. See if he's really want to know if he has to fight.
Oh, I like Drew Show's comment here.
Let's see it.
Money talk. Here comes the money.
Thank you, Drew.
Says Mike was the guy on the floor level of the Hippodrome, and then the guy at Park Place. LOL. Side quest and Joe's Volcano.
Jeez.
First of all, Sean and I would go to Park Place. We would start off at Chelsea Street Pub, which, by the way, was one of the best pubs in San Antonio, which is now on Video Game Arcade at Ingram Park Mall, which sucks ass. Right next to the J.C. Penney. There used to be that Chelsea Street Pub had live music there. They would serve you drinks by the pitcher. It was amazing. That we'd make our way over to Park Place, and then one of us would drive home. I don't know who was the one in charge. It was never me. It was never me. But Park Place, you're too young for that.
Yeah,
was a great nightclub in San Antonio. It was 6 nightclubs in one.
What?
So there was 3 upstairs, 3 downstairs. You had a lounge area that had like karaoke and music like that. You had a country area. You had a disco area. You had a top 40 area. You had a hip hop area, and then I don't even know what the 6th
Isn't
one
that
was.
where they had the plane hanging on the wall?
What
was that?
That might have been it. And then you had then back in the day, you also had the Egyptian room over at the atrium, which was also ultimate. Okay, let me ask you this question. You're a young guy, right? Let me see. Married?
No, I have a girlfriend though.
Got a girlfriend. Okay. How'd you meet your girlfriend?
We met at I was in banking at the time. We met at a banking conference. She's also a banker.
Okay. So you have game.
Yeah, I got game.
Okay. And I respect that, because most people between the ages of 20 and 35 have absolutely no game in person. It's all about the DM.
Yeah,
it's all about
absolutely.
this and the other.
The Tinder and stuff.
Like we used to have to go get face rejection, in
Right.
person, Joe. In person, Sean.
They
Where we
travel
go
in-
over there.
They travel in flocks, and then you have to go over there with your little pen and your book, man, and ask for the digits.
Yeah.
Everybody
and,
laughing at you, bro.
and write it down. Write it down, and then try to find it the next day. And then you have to ask yourself the question: do I call her back in 2 days or 3
3-day
days?
rule, bro.
Or do I
3-day
call her
rule.
back in 6, like the movie Swingers? That doesn't exist anymore, man. Why is it dating suck so bad for people who are your age?
I mean,
don't lose your girl, man, because you already got a good one. Just
sure.
don't lose it.
Nah, yeah, I don't know. I think it's like social media, bro. Like people aren't used to talking to people in person anymore. And I just I was never really about the dating apps. I was on there real young, and I just I never met up with anybody on the dating apps. Whenever I've talked to somebody, it's always been in person. I think it's better like that too, because I don't know, you just
kind of old school.
Yeah, for sure. I like that. But
you can strike up conversations with people, just random people at bars and stuff.
Right? Yeah.
You never know what happened. Like when you're single.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Mario Cavazos reaches out to us and says, Mike runs onto the dance floor when Come On by Eileen by the Dexys Midnight Runners comes on. First of all, he told it himself. Okay. How did he know that Dexys Midnight Runners sang that song from 1982 or whatever that song is? That's a bad song.
I don't even. I'm lost. I don't.
Come
even know
on,
what we're talking
Eileen.
about.
It was a bad song. But Mario, thank you so much for the comment. I'm a little bit upset no one paid the $5 for the barking dog grito.
Jeez.
I mean, can we end the show with somebody giving us a super chat for the barking dog?
You want the barking dog grito?
Yes, that's the best. Well,
oh no, I'm gonna tell them a story. Little side quest here. So back in the day, Mike over here did not like the Spurs Jackals, right? He was saying that they were dumb, and he didn't like them, and he didn't like their chants when they were chanting in the arena, "Ole, ole, ole, go Spurs, go Spurs."
You do realize
his chant was "Ole, ole, ole, stupid, stupid." And this is the actual clip, the audio. And I added a little animation to it just to let you know. This is funny.
Ole, 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 ole. You're stupid. Stupid.
Okay, so first of all, I believe people have embraced the Jackals, because when that happened, our good friend Jeff Garcia from Locked On Spurs and Ken's 5, formerly of Locked On Spurs and Ken's 5, posted that. And people roasted me on social media for about a week and a half. And prior to that, no one really gave two craps about the Jackals. And suddenly the Jackals were all loved and all that stuff. So you know what? I'm okay with them hate with
Mike
the hate.
says he made them infamous.
I made them infamous. I did. Spurs Twitter rallied around the Jackals. Like, how dare this guy talk crap about them? And we have a super chat coming on in from Jason Garcia.
Yeah, we had this one from the Drew Show, and then we have this other one coming in now to end the show. Here, this one's coming from Jason.
Here's for the barking dog.
Right
Jason, thanks for the support, man.
Oh, this damn barking dog grito, man.
Dude, you know that for a while there, Joe, this was your favorite one.
Yeah, this one's funny, dude.
¡Viva México, cabrones!
And then the dog. And we hadn't seen that one in a while, man. That was great.
Nice.
No, it's so funny because people will come on this podcast after the Spurs win, make the $5 donation, say, I want to hear the Market Square grito. I want to hear the Sitco guy. I want to hear the barking dog one.
But us.
And it's amazing. Like, there was one time, Joe, I think we did the grito like 15 times in one day because everyone kept paying for it. I think Pledger was on the show that day. He goes, dude, how many times are we going to watch that?
Nice.
As many times as people want to pay for it is the answer.
Pay for the grito, they get the grito, man.
Joe, before we go, if you can share with us your user ID and passcode to Peacock.
Yes.
That's for the poors, bro. That's for the poors. Every game before the Spurs game starts, the same thing happens on social media. You have the poors on there saying, where can I see the game? What channel is it on? And it takes some time to type that out versus they're on their phone and they can't Google that. You can't find out. The second thing is it's too expensive to watch those Spurs games now. Where somebody send me a link. I'm like, bro, are they gonna? Oh, I'm gonna go to a bar. I'm gonna go watch it. It's too expensive to watch the game. You're gonna spend like $100 at the bar, and you can't you can't afford the subscription like Amazon Prime. 30-day free trial, bro. What are you doing?
Now,
change the email.
Now, my wife clamped down on me the other day when it came to my subscriptions. It's like, do you really need all these subscriptions? I'm like, well, for the playoffs, yeah, I need the Peacock. I need Amazon. I need all that stuff, right? Some of it comes with what you've got going on anyway, your cell phone plan or whatever. But then she goes, but why are you paying $18.99 as opposed to $7.99? And it's because I don't got time to watch commercials, baby.
Did you say that's ghetto?
I said that is ghetto. That is for the poors. I'm going to spend the $18 so that I don't have to watch a Liberty Mutual commercial, Liberty Bibbity, to watch another episode of Modern Family. Okay.
Oh, God.
And we joke about that, Joe, but it's funny what we spend our money on.
Yeah, it is, and they're asking like, we're gonna watch the game tonight. What channel is it on? Well, you can go ahead and see it. It's happening at 7 p.m. Central, and this is gonna be on the Peacock
Network.
You're watching the cock.
You're watching the cock.
Best catchphrase ever, dude.
So we have
put on a shirt.
So we're gonna go on a limb and make our predictions for tonight. I say so. I want prediction from one of y'all. One is who's going to win and by how much, and then the second one, who's going to pop off for something big. I'm saying Spurs by 22. Jeez, bro. And Champagne has 5 3-pointers or more tonight. Joe,
Champagne gonna have how many 3-pointers?
5.
Damn, Mikey, you high already, bro.
5.
How many drinks? You know what? I want to know what the over under was, Mike. How litty are you gonna get tonight?
Depends.
How many drinks you gonna have tonight?
Well, if the Spurs win, I'm gonna want to drink because I want to celebrate.
And then you're gonna
lose,
go.
I want to go drink because
Right.
You're gonna go. You're gonna do ethical honking.
Ethical honking, dude. I ain't going down Southwest Military. Not gonna hang out.
Come on, man.
I'll go by Hotel Contessa and by our sponsors, Hard Rock Cafe San Antonio. I'm gonna go up down that street right there.
You're gonna go honking at the Pearl, Mike.
We didn't get that started.
You're gonna go sit down, have a martini.
No, everyone at the Pearl rides bikes. Everyone's gonna ring their bell.
And there's actually been some really cool Spurs watch parties at the Pearl.
Oh yeah, no doubt, dude. I'm just saying, like Mike likes to hang at the nice places, right? Right. So he's not gonna go down military.
So Joe, give me your prediction and who's gonna pop off.
Spurs by 10, and I think you're gonna have a really good game out of Wemby, Harper, and you're gonna have a good game out of Castle.
Give me a major stat. Like Wemby gonna go for 40. What's
I think Wemby's gonna have triple double, 37, 10 rebounds, 10 assists.
I like it.
Okay. I'm gonna go Spurs by 14, and I like Champagne to have 20 tonight.
All right.
Champagne for 20. Got you know what? We both might be right because he knocks down 7 3-pointers. We got it. Sean, real fast. Come around the corner over here. Give us your comment. He says Spurs by 9. Spurs by 9. Hey, thank you so much to PF Chang's La Cantera. Thank you so much to Hard Rock Cafe San Antonio. And thank you so much to Joe for producing a fabulous show and all the super chats that we had from Drew, from Jason, from all those William and all those guys who donated today. Thank you so much. That helps bring the show to life because all these microphones, systems, all that, they ain't free. Don't forget, follow Downtown Eddie on TikTok. Follow him on Instagram as well. Don't follow him on Facebook because only his aunts and uncles follow him on Facebook.
I'm gonna probably create a Twitter just to do Spurs Twitter from now on because
you better be careful, man. That's toxic right there, bro. La Toxica is Spurs X, dude.
Yeah, for sure. No, I mean I have a burner account that I like creep on Spurs.
Like Kevin,
You know what your
Kevin
burner
Durant?
should be? You know what your burner should be? Your handle?
What was that?
Miguelito.
Okay.
What was that?
Next time we have Downtown Eddie on, we'll ask him his opinions on tortas. We'll ask him his opinions
man, dude.
on Edgar's and
You know what we're gonna ask his opinion on? Best concha in San Anto.
Best concha. Ooh, I mean, isn't that La Popular?
Oh, bro.
Come on, man.
Man, you lost touch, Mike. You went to Conroe, bro.
La Popular? Come on, baby. The one on Culebra Road, Culebra and 24th.
Mike's lost touch, John. We got to bring him back home.
Oh, what? Oh, dude, don't it's always gonna be like it's someplace on Marbach.
It wasn't even on Marbach, bro.
Huh? He's supporting. He's right. Oh, they do? Dude, La Popular is amazing, man. It's amazing. The best little
But
cookies in
there's
the
other
world.
places besides La Popular Bakery, dude.
Dude, it's called La Popular for a reason because it's popular.
La Panaderia downtown, no?
That's all right. It's expensive though.
It's good. It's good. It is expensive though.
It's good for a little brunch, bro. That's the spot. That's the
Yeah.
move.
Like it's by like that. It's on Guadalupe Street, right?
Yeah.
There's a bunch.
That's one I know of.
Mike, come on, bro. What are you doing, man? You talk about Roach Motels, Guadalupe Street. What did they have you doing over KSAT back in the day, bro?
We'll tell Downtown Eddie that story in a minute. The best $3,000 I never earned in my entire life.
Oh my God. All right, man. We're gonna go ahead and call this show, dude. But thank you to Eddie for being our guest. He had a great reception today, man. Everybody loved Eddie. We'll have to call him back.
Yeah,
man.
And sorry for the fumble on confusing Harper with Bryant. Doesn't mean that with not Harper with Bryant, Harper with Castle. Doesn't mean that Harper isn't the better player because he's already the second best player on the Spurs team. He's gonna have a big night tonight, especially if he starts in place of Fox, who is a game time decision. We will be back tomorrow when the Spurs are up 3-2. Go Spurs, go!
What do you say? Spurs in 5?
Spurs
Not
in
anymore.
6.
All right, man. See you all tomorrow. We're out. Peace.
Later, guys.